Hello, everyone. This is Kick-Ass Career Coach Mo Fall here for another beautiful, amazing Facebook Live. If you're watching me live, welcome to a ramp up of a beautiful year. And I'm going to talk about promotions. Are you getting your promotions? Are you getting a promotion? Have you been promoted? Do you know what a promotion is? Welcome to Coach Mo Live. And I'm here today to talk about promotions. And I'm going to mention a very important man today. And we're going to talk about a story I have about a promotion that I didn't get. And I want to help you deconstruct my experience so that you understand what may go wrong if you don't get a promotion. Now, if you have gotten a promotion, let me know. What did you do right to get that promotion? And if you have not, hello, Cindy. Nice to see you as always. Great to have you here. Most of the women I talk to on our complimentary career clarity calls, by the way, you can book one of those if you haven't already had one of those, and we can see if we can help you out with your career. One of the major things is not getting promoted. And some less qualified, arrogant doofus jerk, gender neutral, is in front of you. And that person gets the promotion. And it's astounding that this happens so often. Hello, Judith and Michelle and Donna. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a little while. And happy belated Happy New Year to you, person who I can't see your name. So if you made that comment, just type in exactly who you are. Sometimes I can't see your name on the comments coming through. So I want to talk about this very, very common problem that women have in their careers. If you're a professional woman and you are not where you want to be in your career or in your life, chances are there's something going on inside that is holding you back. And it's not something that people talk about that often. I talk about it all the time because it was my truth throughout my entire career. After the first several years of my career, I began expanding and being in higher level positions and doubting myself because I was scared of looking stupid. I was scared of missing something. I was scared of being seen as someone who couldn't handle it. So I overworked and overdid. Now, I can tell you that so many of my clients have the same story. Once you get rolling, perhaps in that first or second promotion, you start feeling pretty good, but then all of a sudden you look around and you go, holy crap, this show could end. Oh my gosh, I need to make sure. I need to, and then you start getting anxious and worried because all of a sudden there's some interior dialogue that feels familiar and that resonates. I'm going to tell you a story about a promotion I went for. And listen, if you're listening to me for the first time, I am Coach Mo Fall. I am an executive and leadership career coach helping professional women bring their souls to work to land their dream jobs. And bringing your soul to work, actually, when you bring your soul to work, you bring it everywhere you go. It sort of tucks in your pocket. It's convenient and handy that way. Your soul is portable. You don't need any extra baggage, another purse. Although if you want to get a new purse, go for it. But your soul is the very essence of who you are and how you feel about yourself. And it's sacred territory. We were born into this life with this massive sacredness. And I was just with my almost 4-year-old granddaughter yesterday. And it's so easy to see the sacredness of a little child. Eagerness, energy, enthusiasm, curiosity, eat when they're hungry, don't eat when they're not hungry, I mean, just really living in truth, asking questions, playing silly games to just have fun. And yet we grow up. Hello, Christy. Nice to see you. We grow up, and through the growing upness, we're told a bunch of lies. Basically, we're told lies. And we take those lies and we internalize them. And then when we get a level of job, a level of income, it starts to hit like this place of uncomfortable, and are we sure, and can I really do this? And I'm going to weave in this beautiful man who was on this planet for a time being, Martin Luther King. God bless his journey here on the planet. He helped us see something and say something. And obviously some of his most familiar quotes included, "I have a dream," that all men are created equal, etc. I can't quote that entire speech, but having a dream of something bigger than you see is so important. And having that dream of something bigger than you can see. And Martin Luther King saw everything against his dream. Everything was against his dream. Yet he held it and he spoke of it. Over and over, he spoke of it. And he marched in truth and alignment with that dream. Now, Martin Luther King is an inspirational hero, an absolute social change maker. Many of us traveling on this planet are living less visible lives. Perhaps not at that impact level. But yet our soul wants to make an impact and help people. Everyone I speak to on our career clarity calls, I'm going to talk to you about what your dreams are and what your heaven is, where you really want to go. And almost everyone invariably will say they want to help people. They want to do something that's going to help lift people. And you can do that as an accountant, as an engineer, as a marketing professional, as a sales professional, as a healthcare professional. You can do that and weave that into almost every, probably even just every profession. But so many people think that they are separate deals. I'm going to help people over here and I'm going to have a job over here. This is where asking for and getting the promotion, or asking for and not getting the promotion, reveals our limits. So years ago, I had a job at a hospital health system, and I enjoyed that job. It was a complete blend of everything I had done in my career up until that point. It was a big job. I had a lot of responsibility. And at some point into the job, I felt that maybe someone else should take this to the next level. I was hitting roadblocks, and there was an opening for a higher level job in another department that I had some experience and interest in doing, and I thought it would be easier because I was in a really hard job. And so I interviewed for that job. It was a vice president level job. But before I was named vice president in the job I had, it was executive director, and then I got a promotion to vice president. I wanted another job with a bigger title, with more money, that wasn't going to be as demanding and as taxing. And I thought I was actually in a job that was almost impossible to be successful in. A lot of politics, a lot of things going on. Too much for me to describe right now. But if you knew me then, you know what I'm talking about. I interviewed for that job like I owned it. I interviewed for that job with the gusto that I really, really wanted that job. And I'm like, that was pretty good, Mo. That was good job, good job. But I could tell on the other side of the interview, they were going through the motions. They didn't want to hurt my feelings too bad. They wanted to give me a shot at it. And I had asked a few people to kind of make sure that they knew I was going for this job and could you put a good word in, and they would. And I didn't get the job. They hired a guy who was not even that smart. May have had some relevant direct experience, but I was like, whoa, this is who beat me out of this job. Whew. I felt so defeated. I felt so like, what do I need to do to get noticed around here? I remember another time earlier in my career where I was a vice president, and I was in a meeting with all of like the team vice presidents. We were all over different sectors. And there was a new business that we were going to be developing. And it was exciting to me. And I figured, you know what? I've been doing this job for long enough. I want to go do that exciting thing. So we're in this meeting of like, couldn't have been more than 8 people, 6 to 8 people. And my boss, who was a senior VP, and then 5 or 6 VPs, he was talking about this opportunity to create this new division and to have this new strategy and build the business in this particular direction. And I'm like, I'd love to do that. That would be awesome. It's like I didn't even speak. And I'm looking around the room and no one's paying attention to me. And then I said, do we have someone earmarked for that? Because I'd really love to do that. I think I could really do a great job. And like, it was like silence. Have you ever had one of those meetings where you're like saying something and putting your hat in the ring, or you're trying to get an impression or something from people, and there's nothing coming back? And then a young guy who was like my protege spoke up, and everyone began listening to him. And I'm like, wait, if they're going to listen to him, he used to report to me. I'm much more qualified. And so those were the 2 biggest, there's others, times where I was completely dissed. That's a coaching term. Dismissed for a promotion. One, I was not even heard when I wanted to get the promotion. And 2, the person they hired was not even close with what I thought I brought to the table. It wasn't until after I began uncovering the layer of work that I now do with my clients for myself years ago, after both of these incidences, that I began to understand that the true reason we get promotions is because we got to believe in ourselves. We got to have a dream, not only that we can do it like in our head. We got to believe. We got to believe it's true. We got to believe that we're more powerful. We got to believe that we can hold up that responsibility. We've got to truly, truly believe in ourselves. And that is the magic formula for getting anything in life. The first thing that has to happen is that you must believe that your desire is true, fully aligned, and it is fueled with the power of your soul. If not, you're going to get passed over or unheard, or perhaps just totally dismissed, not even considered, because energetically, you're not living it. And this is the keys to the kingdom, so to speak, of what we do in my 12-week kick-ass career workshop. You may have a deficit of how you truly feel about your competency, your power. You may have a conflict with what you think is also possible for you if you have a higher level job. So you may have this like promotion reluctance thing going on because you might have family or other value systems that you think are going to conflict with getting that promotion. It's true that you could work your butt off in a higher level job and completely trash the rest of your life. It is totally possible to do that. It's not the only way to do it. So sometimes we're not getting a promotion because we don't truly line up with the potentiality and the power that we feel is going to be necessary. We might fear it, and we might fear that it's going to conflict with how else we want to conduct our lives. So, yeah, Paula, nice to see you here, by the way, and congratulations on your new job. Yeah, Paula, here's the thing. And thank you always for being so open and so honest. I love the fact that you show up totally open and ready. Your being viewed and respected in this new job tells me that you changed your energetic signature. That's what that tells me. And a perfect example of what I'm talking about today. And hello to Kimberly and Donna, but you said you rocked the interview. Donna, I said I rocked the interview, but deep down inside, I had fear about whether I could truly do the job. Okay, I felt I rocked the interview. On the surface, I wasn't as deeply aware then as I am today about myself. As a matter of fact, it was probably before I started having a coach. I hired a coach in the year 2000. And both of these examples are before I hired a coach. I just put that together now that you asked that question. So you can totally say the right things, but if energetically you have competition inside of your value system, ooh, I'm not sure. This job could be way too big for me. Ooh, I don't know. What if I'm not as good as I think I am? Or you could have this competition going on inside of you saying, I don't want to work that hard. I don't want to hang out with those people. I don't want to really do that, but I want a promotion. So like inside, you could have all of this internal conflict that's going to cause an energetic discord. And the people interviewing you may say things like, well, she interviewed pretty good, but I don't know. Doesn't seem like the right fit. What they're responding to is the energetic discord that you bring to the table. And this can be felt over Zoom calls. It can probably be felt over a Facebook Live. If I was energetically disconnected and doing this Facebook Live, I think you'd be able to feel it. And I'm usually pretty energetically aligned with my messages, with being focused and being on point so that I can serve you and inspire you. If you are not lined up with the full power of what you're going after and who you are and how you perceive that role to be challenging, stimulating, right for you, the right money, like if there is discord, you're not going to get the job. And if you do get a job when you're out of alignment, there's going to be something that sucks about it that's going to cause you to take a deeper lesson, to learn something more. I know. Why does it have to be this way, Mo? Why? Well, I'll tell you why. We are on this planet to grow. That's what you signed up for. You signed up for growth. And you signed up for your soul to expand. And it's expanding for you. Because the trajectory of your soul on this time life sequence that we're in right now is very, very short. Even though sometimes years feel like decades. Hello. And sometimes decades feel like a year, right? Are you living with me on that one? Time is somewhat relative to how you're measuring it. On this earth, your soul has a purpose to fulfill. And you can summarize it up in one word: growth. It doesn't stop. Like when you decide, you know what, I'm going to do my soul's purpose, I'm going to grow. When you decide to get on that path, you get to heal the wounds. You get to come alive on the inside. You get to have more in life, more joy, more happiness, more money, more success, more contribution. You get to have and experience more. That's the good news. You're going to have to go through challenges and grow. That is actually the good news also. Most human beings kind of are like this when it comes to like growth and challenges. No, no. And I appreciate that because I know how the human brain works. And there's a thing inside there called the amygdala. And anytime it perceives a risk or danger, it gets turned on. And then you go into danger, fear mode, and then you're likely to not grow. Because the danger, fear mode causes retracting. And what you really want to do is grow. I was just with a lovely woman on a clarity call earlier today. And I'm going to tell you this. She knew she wanted to grow. She knew she wanted to make the investment in herself to join our workshop. She knew she needed it. The way things were going for her in her career sucked and were sucking. And she needed a minute to do it afraid. She needed a minute to practice something new, and that is to practice choosing growth versus practice retrenchment and fear. She's living in fear. Her job sucks, and she's been almost fired several times. This is something that we see all the time, and it is something that we can fix. And it is something that we do fix. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take to fix it sometimes. 12 weeks, we usually get there. All right? And so when we talk to someone on our complimentary career clarity calls, we only really like to invite women into the workshop who we know we can help and who are a good match for what we do and are ready to do the work. Getting your promotion, fulfilling your dreams requires soul level growth. It does. And you're worth it. And your life is worth it. And your future is worth it. And your family is worth it. And so many of the beautiful women who are here with us right now are clients. And they have been through a bit of the dark night of the soul. They've been through the darkness. They've been wielding their sword of soul growth, soul growth, soul growth, soul growth. It is a commitment to move your soul and your life forward. That's how you get a promotion. By becoming a bigger version of the inside you. Bigger version of you. Bigger version of you. Bigger version of you. Bigger version of you. Oh, all of a sudden, Mo, they called me for a promotion. Oh, all of a sudden, out of the blue, that job I applied for last month called me. Your inner growth is your guarantee for that promotion. Now, a lot of people don't do inner growth well on their own. Why? Because we get stuck into our limiting beliefs. Our limiting beliefs captivate us because we feel like they protect us. And oftentimes the rest of the people in our lives agree with them. So when the rest of the people in your life agree with your limiting beliefs, and that seems to be the truth, you stick with it. You stick with it. Hanging out in those blind spots is what a great coach will help you do, so that your blind spots can no longer keep you contained in your prison. And we can help pull that blind spot out. And now you see, oh, yeah, when I had that interview, I really wasn't feeling awesome. As a matter of fact, I was so unsure of myself, even though my words were coming out, I was not feeling sure and certain and powerful. Gosh, I didn't realize that. So when we pull the curtain away and take a look inside, we can find those things that need to be healed and grown through in order for you to get where you want to go. That is not a mystery. It's a methodology. And most people think that their growth is a mystery. Well, I may grow or not grow. No. You are going to grow if you get the right people to help remove your blind spots and clear up your energy so that you can be in full alignment with how powerful you are, how awesome you are, the gifts and talents you bring to the table, and what you're all about. Your soul wants to get the promotion. Your soul wants to go higher and further. Your soul wants more. More is the nature of your soul, not less. The nature of your soul is not settling. No, it's not. And your protege in your example felt he was aligned. That's right, Donna. That's right. Topic number 1. Women are socialized, brought up, and programmed and conditioned to not own their worth and power. Men are socialized, raised, conditioned, and programmed to believe that they're all that, generally speaking. Of course, there's exceptions on both. Little teensy, eensy, weensy bit sample size. But for the most part, that's how we raise boys and girls differently. And it shows up in real time, big time, in misalignment in our career growth. It doesn't have to be that way. But right now, as our generations are coming through the corporate material contribution world in the marketplace, this is a big growth opportunity for women. We must align with our power. We must align with our power and move into growth mode and be committed to growing. Be committed to it. Don't just work hard. Be committed to your growth. And this is what we must do. This is an important aspect to consider as we are birthing a new year. So if you're a client of mine, you're already working on your goal setting, you have a beautiful template for that. And if you missed out on that, check out the Facebook group postings. There's the recording for the kickoff, and there's all of the templates that you need to use. They're also in all of your course materials. So rock on with that, beautiful, lovely clients. And if you're not a client, what are you waiting for? It's the 21st century. And you probably need an expert and a mentor and some great coaches and wonderful women to hang out with to have your career perform for you in a better way. I'm guessing that that's true for you. So you can go ahead and book your complimentary career clarity call. That's how it all gets started. mofall.com/live clarity. And we will help you see what's really going on and where you want to go. And if you're a good fit, we may end up working together, which would be fun for both of us. And if not, you'll get the clarity you need and you will know exactly what the next steps are for you. If you found me here, chances are there's a reason why you found my message. And just let that resonate with you. And I love each and every one of you who show up here for my Facebook Lives. This is Coach Mo coming to you live on this very wonderful day to talk to you about your promotions and your time to claim it. Coach Mo, mofall.com/live clarity gets the whole ball rolling in the direction of your growth. Ladies, we will see you again tomorrow throughout the rest of the week in my Bring Your Soul to Work Facebook group. We'll post a link below. If you're not in my Bring Your Soul to Work Facebook group, please get in there. I'm doing Facebook Lives all week. I did them through most of last week. I'm talking about what's going on in the world. I want to help lift your soul on that topic. We'll see you next time. This is Coach Mo, MoFall Live. See you next week.